Hello everyone, this is Isaac.
This is Taryn.
And we are
True Masters and Morons.
29 Pretty Orchard
Playing
Street.
Vampyr.
This is it.
And
What
we're
do you know
here.
for me?
No one knows, Jonathan. That's why we're here.
There's been a
That's
fight
literally the
here.
whole point.
Yes, there's been a rather big fight, I can tell.
Is it bad that considering the state of the rest of London, I wouldn't have noticed? That wouldn't have stuck out to me as weird if they hadn't said anything? It's like, oh yeah, it's trash like everywhere else. That's nothing new.
Oh, it's a mirror. How do I look?
I can't tell.
Yep, nope, I'm backwards.
You're backwards.
It's a backwards mirror.
I love the reverse vampire mirrors. They're so great.
They're so great.
Vampires have reflections in this reality. They're just all backwards,
They're
which
just
is
all
almost more creepy.
They somehow see the back of their head, which is just awkward.
That's like it's more science breaking than just not having one.
Yeah.
I feel like. And two, like, that would actually be so much more creepy if you were a person walking by and you just saw a dude standing next to you whose reflection was backwards. You can investigate that.
Window was shattered with violent force.
Oh, yeah, and there's
Someone's
blood.
been pulled through it and dragged through the street.
Oh!
Who could have done that?
Jeez! Yeah, my favorite explanation, and the one that is canon in all of my fantasy worlds, is that the reflective coating that makes mirrors was originally made primarily of silver. Like, there was a silver, the metal silver component to it.
Where does this blood trail lead?
Really,
To
I
your
needed to
left.
investigate it to think of that. All right. And so because vampires, they're not like classically super weak to silver, but they have issues with it. They're not like werewolf weak to silver, is what I mean by that.
Right.
But they have issues with it, and so because of that, the silver refuses to show them because they have this.
Real quick, I love that you just murdered that guy less than 15 feet away from his two buds and then didn't even notice.
Nope,
Despite
they
all
didn't
the,
care.
Oh, you think Bob's okay? He's just having stomach cramps again. Don't worry about it. Not even gonna look? Nah, I mean, it just looks gross, man. He sits there, convulsing. It's
Oh! All right.
Sorry, but you were so silver coating.
But yeah, so the
Lack
silver in mirrors is what causes them to not show up in the mirror, which I think
It
also
repels
tracks
their nature. Is that kind of the idea? Because it
What?
repels them a little. So this is, the idea being that silver repels vampires a little bit, so the mirrors in it just sort of say no to their reflection.
Yeah, and I think silver was also like considered a holy metal or something like that, and so it's that
There's
kind of idea.
there are a lot of like the purity of silver being a thing is in a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Which also lends credence to the idea that modern digital cameras would be able to pick up vampires, whereas old cameras wouldn't, because I believe there was a silver filament.
There's a thing you can pick up on that bridge.
Oh, with original photography as well. I could be wrong about that, but I think that was.
I know there was a metal in it. I don't remember if it was copper or silver, but yeah, there was some sort of heavier.
Because if there were
precious metal plate.
Because if there was silver involved, then that would, lend even more credence to the whole vampires can't be seen in mirrors, they can't be seen in photographs. It's that idea that silver just repels them by the nature of being silver. And I've always liked that idea.
Okay.
So,
you should really heal.
I have been, actually. Oh my gosh.
The fire's just burning down that hard.
Yeah.
Heal moi. Ruined chaplain. Oh. Why drag the poor wench across all these streets to let her be found here? Oh. You're surprising. Occasionally you make a good point. Wow, the rookie says that to the chaplain? We're being misled, or worse, we're being baited by leeches playing A nasty
A
game.
nasty game. I feel kind of bad for how I just, like, over-murdered that guy.
What do you mean over-murdered? What are you talking about? He about killed you.
I hit him with, like, 50 stake hits. He's got holes all up in him.
I mean, yeah, but he also set you on fire.
Right.
Okay, so you can cross to a different area. Are you ready to...
That
to
different
deal
area
with...
is the hospital, by the way.
Oh!
Yeah.
Alright. Nice. Now walk up calmly, don't excite them. They may not notice.
Occasionally, you make a good point. We're being misled. Or worse, we're being baited by leeches playing a nasty game.
I can't help but feel like that dialogue should be switched.
I agree.
That it should be the chaplain explaining to the rookie what the deal is. Hey guys, how's it going? Don't mind me, I'm just gonna completely wreck this guy here. Nom nom nom, you know, whole deal. So at the end of the last episode, Isaac mentioned a story I wanted to tell that was kind of appropriate for, ooh, nice, the shotgun hit multiple people.
Yes, it did. That was very nice. Oh.
Invisible corner. You really should, there you go. It was appropriate. So I've had a series of adventures in the last few months that have helped me learn to keep in mind what things look like without context.
Okay.
And the most recent one made me think of Vampyr. Well, so...
Quarantine.
Oh, it's quarantine, okay. A few months ago, we were having a drain issue at work, and I think I might have mentioned this when I retell the story for this to make sense.
Oh.
This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family.
Alright.
Okay.
We're gonna take the flower. Are there details on the flower? Oh, we'll get to that later.
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire.
Okay, so there's a vampire who's trying to get something into me.
That's like, it's clearly baiting
Her shoes
you.
and clothes
Yeah.
are quite worn out.
I'm not sure what that means, beyond the fact that she lives here, but...
Only a golden watch in her pockets.
Obviously, I'm gonna
Take the watch. Beautiful watch.
Alright. So, Mary's flower, a muddy and stale flower, probably the one thrown on Mary's coffin, and a nice gold watch found in the pocket of a woman who was killed by an unidentified vampire.
Oh no.
Whoa! Don't
Yeah, and I
you
see
be
you too.
whispering crap like that!
It's a sick game, but given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
So we'll open that up to make sure you can go there.
Yeah. I'll grab the
Ding.
last of my 6 bullets.
Hideout unlocked. Oh yeah, because you're... The Vampire Club!
Do you think vampires hide in the dodgy areas and the hovels of London? No! They hide in the highest clubs and fancy houses of the West End. I know for a fact that some of them rule the empire in secret. They have a club. They have public figures. They have balls and fancy parties. They aim to control the country and our destinies. We must reveal them for what they are. Greedy enemies of mankind, born into this world to bring us all into the eternal darkness of hell. You know them, but you don't dare to pronounce their names. I will soon. And everybody in London will know the name of the Vampire Club. Clarence Crossley. For more information, please contact me directly.
Vampires are real! Defend your community! Blah blah blah.
Oh, oops, did not mean to click on that.
Words. What was I saying? Oh,
Yeah, you were talking about your story.
A few months ago, I went in and there was a drainage issue, and we knew about it beforehand. Went to have it, supposedly had it handled, and then both the people that normally handle it went out of town the next day. But they're like, we fixed it, it's fine, it's good.
For blood.
Yeah, I think you have talked about this story, but it sounds like there's another development that's happened.
Well, and then the next day, it had a problem, couldn't fix it. So, where even
to do that? I was still searching that.
Wow, you went far. I was literally like, where did you even go?
Went there.
Are you missing anything in the down below? Is there anything in between?
There
or is it just
isn't. I don't think there's anything to pick up anymore. I think I picked up the chest.
No other routes or anything?
No.
Okay, no, so you can just jump there for reasons. So the next day they're having problems with it, couldn't figure it out, and so when at the end of the shift, they'd been working on it for like 2 hours, and I would be the next person to call, so they did. They're like, hey, can you try to help us come try to figure this out? And so I did, and we worked on it for a bit, and then I came home. And so what that looks like on the time card is that on a day I had off, I came in, clocked into the building from like 12:30 at night to 1:30, so well after we should have been closed. And also I didn't work that day. And it's just on there. And so I get a call when they're doing...
What was that?
Totally my sister. It is. It's gotta be. It's gotta be my sister, man.
I mean, it seems like the most likely culprit, considering the black hair and everything else.
I feel like she has half and half hair.
Half and half hair?
I won't let you escape.
Like half of it was black and half of it was white.
Oh, I don't know. I was assuming the white was lighting, but
You're very fast, but I'll catch you. Is what he said. Oh, loading. Keep that run flowing. Rawhide.
Very fast, but I'll catch you.
Very fast if she just killed that dude. No, the blood's not showing up, so I'm going to say no. 'Twasn't too recent. They are, though.
They've all been butchered.
She's better than you.
She is a lot better than me. She has accepted what she is.
Her murder skills outstrip yours, for sure.
Anyway, my favorite part of this story is coming up.
Well, so I get called when they're doing the payroll for that particular week. And it's my boss on the phone, and my boss is like, so we have this weird slot here on your time cards, as you hear, from Thursday from like 12:30 to 1:30 in the morning. Is that real? Yeah. Was that just like a miss put on there somehow? And I was like, oh no, that's right. And that's... Oh, wait.
You'll sense a presence.
Like, oh no, that's right. And there's a pause. So boss is like, are you gonna tell me the story of why you were... Because I have keys, so like it's conceivable that I could have just come in by myself for no reason.
Locked on and yeah.
Done nothing. So she's like, gonna tell me what was going on? And I'm like, oh, because in my head I just assumed she knew.
Somebody else had told her, yeah.
What the situation was. So then I explained it, and she's like, oh, okay. Well, Joseph Larrabee, help me, please.
Yeah, there's some shouting over where her graveyard is. Son of a bitch. Obligatory fuck.
So I was like, I had this, it was like, oh, that look. I'm talking every time she speaks, so I never actually hear her voice. And so I had this realization of like, oh, yeah, that looks really weird to someone who has no clue what's going on.
Eyes upon my neck.
Then you should turn around.
Someone help me!
Joseph? Is that you? There in the middle?
You! What
Oh.
have you done?
Vicar
That's like the
Larrabee,
priest inside the chapel.
What happened?
Yep.
Demon! Hell scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like
Is that also your mom?
Vicar.
Yep, that's my mom.
Mary, is it really you?
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the
Well, this is
family
unfortunate.
for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary,
Mother, say hello to your son. Hello.
Hello.
Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
Ugh.
So long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital. Cemetery to cemetery. Grave to grave.
And he's just feeling worse by the
Every
minute.
stone in London,
Yeah.
searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were. In front of me. On a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was
This is gonna
the
suck.
dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary, I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All
And
we
she's been
kiss,
eating loads of people if you look at her
all we
eyes.
kill.
Yep.
Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love.
Oh
Come
dear.
here, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well.
That neck creak looked really uncomfortable.
Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes,
Oh dear.
I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
So that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss.
She's hearing my voice like I'm hearing Blood Daddy.
Yeah. The question is then, what's she hearing? Because
wicked voice
yeah.
will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good.
vampires are really hard to kill in this reality, though.
Yeah, but she has a giant stake.
She has a... she has a club. That's really all it is. Anyway, yeah, this is a lot.
Yeah.
That's so depressing.
So you explained to your boss what had happened.
Yeah, and so I realized that from the outside with no knowledge, it looked really, really strange.
You kiss me again.
What? She...
Oh! I am glad I moved.
Oh!
Whoa!
Don't stand in that! I think that was one of the other specials, isn't it? Wasn't that one of the other super abilities?
It might have been.
Yeah, she was doing like she was puking or something, and I'm like, what is that? And then suddenly, flower blooms of death.
You killed me, brother.
We know! We're sorry! Stop being crazy sauce.
Anyway.
Yeah, that. She did that. Can
Yeah.
we interrupt that? Nope. Nope. No interrupting that.
Oh! That time
That
it hit
was
me.
unpleasant. That was wildly unpleasant.
You're a monster.
We didn't mean to do that part! It was an accident!
That was a complete accident.
Blood priest.
Nope,
Nope!
nope!
Interrupt!
No.
Interrupt! Interrupt! Interrupt!
Put!
Stun!
Come
Stun!
on!
Final thoughts are just to die for.
Yeah...
What have
Not so
you done?
much.
Oh my gosh.
That's a great ability.
Yeah.
The Bloodflower Petals of Doom. Oh!
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
She's so Bamfy for being... Well, I guess she's only like a day or so younger than you are, so...
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? And she's been going full murder people. What are you doing?
Need more damage.
You're using the axe instead of the hacksaw. That's part of the deal.
Well, no, I switched to the axe because I thought I had this there, but I didn't. Oh, right. And I was going to equip different serums as well.
So I was doing that. So it's sort of a reminder of like, oh, I need to pay attention to what things look like on the outside. So... Then, like a month ago, there was another story in between, but I can't remember what it was. It was another one of those, like, oh, I really need to be paying more attention to how things look with no context. So, I don't remember what it was, but I had a second story. And then there's a third one more recently. Oh, that hurts so much. There was a third one more recently. Of, it's been snowing like mad out here. And that's a whole different story. But... So I was outside shoveling the property at work so that we could do some stuff.
Come to me, John.
And,
Oh, no, there's more. Oh, shize
like, you had to be in the middle there for it to be safe.
What the frickety frack?
Yeah, so it's not just straight up far away. There's gaps. But so I came in from the really cold air after shoveling for several hours into the warm air, and something about it did not react well. You know how sometimes you'll come in and the air differential temperature is hard to breathe?
What
Yeah.
have you done?
So I had one of those moments, and I just was coughing up a storm. And...
Dang.
Oh!
I'll make you kneel like a dog, just as
We'll be back.
Sorry, dude.
No! No! Don't do it! No!
I can't let her use him.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
I could not let her drink him. And
You just totally played into her hands, man.
okay, and she can't heal,
You just totally played into her hands, man.
and she can't heal.
Back.
What are you not understanding about this?
I understand that she heals back to full life, but considering you just took her to half in like 5 seconds, I didn't see it as a big problem.
Oh my gosh,
Also,
really? You don't...
Also heal.
I'm trying. That's my point. Like, I am trying to heal. It is not working out exactly in my favor.
I loved hearing "What have you done" in slow motion. What have you done?
Woo.
Left.
Oh, left, not
Also-
right. That's
Also,
not...
you're dodging way too much and burning all your stamina.
Shove off.
Well, no, it's a problem you've had before, but you know, you just had to practice so you have it again.
No,
That's all.
I've had it before and I've never gotten rid of it because I need to dodge.
Yeah, but I mean, oh, nice. Sometimes it seems like you dodge 5 times, but you only need to dodge twice. You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. I don't know if I agree with you, but I do understand what you're saying.
So anyway,
See, but then she does that freaking shockwave.
yeah, the shockwave
If I stay
is
close,
something
that's
interesting.
why I burst through even...
So
why
it's
keep
an
going.
if he's close thing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize your heal
Again.
had a cooldown.
Yeah. Telling me to heal like 1,000 times doesn't really help when I can't do it.
I could have sworn there wasn't a cooldown on that, so I was just like, blow it all.
And it also costs blood, and I don't have infinite of that either.
I knew it costed. I knew it cost blood, but. All right, so Isaac's gonna go get some more experience because she's wrecking her sauce.
She's wrecking me hard, y'all.
Gonna go rest and stuff, but we've been at this for a bit, so we'll come back next episode with just as he beats her and pick up from there. But to finish the story, because we're really bad at telling stories halfway and then getting interrupted
Yeah.
and not finishing them. I know we did some last week. Anyway.
Anyway.
So, came in from outside, difference in air temperature had me coughing. And I started coughing up a storm. And I could feel like there was something in my lungs, so I was like trying to bang it out, you know, pounding on the chest till you cough, trying to do that whole deal.
Despicable.
And at some point I start getting like there's this taste to my coughs. And I've had this a few times in the past few months. It's one of two things. Anyway, but I was like, is that, like, I couldn't tell. I'm like, is that like a other taste, or is that like, is that like coppery? Like, am I coughing up? Am I hitting the blood level? Am I just coughing too hard now? You know, am I having that sort of, it's that copper kind of blood taste? I'm like, I'm not, but I wasn't sure. I was like, that's not really, I don't, like, okay, well, how can I figure this out? Well, the only way I could think of to figure it out would be if I, like, tasted blood. So I'm like, well, how could I do that? It's like, well, I mean, there's a knife right there. I could just grab it and, like, cut my arm a little bit and lick it. And I'm looking over where the knife is, and I have it.
Thinks that?
I was just like,
No
is this the taste of
wonder.
blood? I'm not sure. Is this the taste of blood? I'm not 100% sure.
At least that explains why this like fits in with Vampyr. You know.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Is this end result? It's like I think it tastes like blood. But I'm not 100% sure. No way I can think of to figure it out is to actually taste blood and compare the taste, because you know I would know immediately at that point. Mm-hmm. I loved your response. Who thinks of that? But as I'm looking over at the knife, between me and the knife is one of my coworkers who's sitting there doing something. And I'm like, if I just reached over, grabbed that knife, and cut a scratch into my arm without saying anything,
And then licked it.
you know, and licked it makes it worse, but just that part of reach over, grab a knife. You're sitting next to someone you've worked with for a while, and they just reach over, grab a knife on their arm, and then and then they lick it. There's a whole lot of what the fuck, going on. And so I didn't, because I was like, suddenly all these other two events came back to me. I'm like, oh no, this is what it's all been for. This has been to teach me that without context, things look very strange.
Jeez.
And then I told that to my coworker, that whole thought process that went through my mind, and she just looks at me. She's like, yeah, no, that would have been really weird. For the record, it would still be really weird if you did that. Then she looks at me like,
like, just because you explained it doesn't make it any less weird.
I'm like, yeah, I think I'll just let myself wonder. And so I didn't do anything. But yeah, so that's my story of context matters.
I can't decide if... Look, hey, I want to tell you that this is the context for it, and then immediately reaching for the knife would be less or more... It'd be less weird, but it'd still be just as concerning.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not sure that actually helps at all. That just moves the explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my story, and we'll see you guys when we beat Mary next time.
Yep, I'm gonna go sleep and level and do all that crap. Alright everyone, thank you so much for joining us, and if you want to see more of this or any other Let's Play lore, etc., let us know what you want to see in the comments down below. We've been recording for an hour, and we will see you next time. In the meantime, this has been...
True Masters and Morons, signing off. He means this episode.
Yes, sorry, just this episode was an hour. Thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to see more like it, hit that subscribe orb.
To see our last Let's Play, click or tap the link on the right.
For our last lore video, click the link on the left.
Thank you to all of our patrons for making these videos possible.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.